is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman. We continue as Merani Tbilisi. As you can see, 5th in the league. Ooh. It's been very inconsistent, but you know, it's just how it is. We've had a transfer window. We're through it already. We're going to try and play the Lokomotiv Tbilisi. Well, we're definitely going to play Lokomotiv Tbilisi. But we're going to try and get the Dinamo Batumi game in as well. Transfers were a bit mad. At the moment, these are the players that are going to be leaving on permanent or joining or leaving on permanent contracts. We have this centre back. He looks fine. Fine. He's grand. And then we're losing this Merani, the guy who came from Viking. He's basically going the opposite direction. Gagnidze is off to Torpedo. Adamadze and is off to Goria Lachakuti. And Gorganidze is off to WIT Georgia Tbilisi. Which is unfortunate because I think he had the potential to be a very good player, but not for us. Transfer coming in wise, we had this guy, Kornev, a Ukrainian striker. So now we have two of them. You can see here, played 13 times for Batumi last year, did not score a single goal. Played 4 league games for us so far, but he played 1 cup game and he's gotten 2 goals. So happy days. He's not really been prolific in his entire career, but he's doing fairly okay so far. Dinko Britan came in from that Croatian side. Maximir. He looks a very, very good prospect. Again, not one who scores too many goals. Picked up an injury. He's been out for a little while, so he's only played the 2 games so far for us. Then the Director of Football decided to spend money we didn't have on Talakidze, centre back. Never actually played for a first team in Georgia. We gave him a debut off the bench. Played in a cup game that we had recently. Did fine, I guess. He's the only defender we have that can actually pass the ball. So I think we're going to use him a little bit. And then we also brought in Mindiashvili, who I actually didn't even realise he came in. He went straight into the under-19s, but he's too old for the under-19s, so he's meant to be in the second team. He's good first touch, good passing, good tackling, good aggression, good decision-making, very naturally fit, and he's got good acceleration and pace. One strength, the guy would literally be blown over. He spent 3 seasons on loan at PK Gori in the 3rd division, and this was his best ever season. It's not going to play for us. I don't think we need to have. I was going to say we need to have a serious trend or issue, but he's not registered. So we did lose Tornaik Baridze to Lokomotiv Tbilisi. He hadn't scored, to be fair. 11 games this year, hadn't scored a single goal. Played 16 and scored 3 last year. I don't think he's going to be that good of a striker. I could be proven wrong, but it's not the first time we've lost a good, high potential striker. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he's going to turn good. Notable players also leaving. You are a goalkeeper. You're one of the two of these lads here, high potential goalkeepers. You've not played yet, and you've played 1. That's okay, fair enough. Jaguri wanted to leave on loan. So he's gone to the 3rd division. Played 23 games last year as in the top division. Played 5 so far this year. Gone to League 3. Shows our level. Who else? Diwali has gone to PK Gori to replace that centre midfielder we brought in. He's played 2 so far. Happy days. This guy. This is the left back that I was looking at, thinking he could have been a decent prospect. Crossing is shocking, but we were working on it. He has very good physicals, and good determination. He's just gotten to play for a rival in the same division. So, and he went for free. The director of football's fucking lunatic. So, what have you missed since you were here last? We played... What was the last game we played? Last game was the Rustavi Tbilisi game, I think. I recorded this yesterday. I should remember. We won our second round game fairly convincingly. Barriero with a double. Delightful. Then David Shangalia scored in the 95th minute when there was 4 minutes added time. So, happy days. Then we drew with Sabritola. Pretty meh game by the looks of it. I don't really remember. Then Chikura Shanike 1-0. Kandelaki scored in the 13th minute. That left wing back, he is amazing. Then we lost to top of the table Torpedo. Then we got absolutely demolished by Di Lagori. We were pretty poor in that game. Then against Rustavi, our Tajikistan box-to-box midfielder scored a penalty. That was pretty much all that happened in the game. And most recently, against WAT George Tbilisi, we won 3-1. Kornev with the brace, Shengalia scoring, and what's his name? Samora completely uninvolved in the game. It was delightful. So for the game today against Lokomotiv Tbilisi, or Lokomotivi Tbilisi, we have Kivashkide as our goalkeeper, Tavaradze, Namadze and Barriero as the centre backs, Soldat, Terra and Kandelaki as the main wing back / DM. Then we have Shangalia playing as a box to box today. Kovalenko is going to play as a roaming playmaker because I've tried him in a couple of games. He's been pretty decent at it, so we're going to give him an opportunity. Grozia is going to play as the attacking midfielder because Kulishenko has really been not great the last couple of games. And we have Kornev up front because he scored twice in the last game, and I believe in him. So we've not really fixed any of the issues we had. We've caused a couple more issues by the fact that the director of football sold a bunch of players that we were using relatively often. But it's fine. We're just, it's fine. My contract does end in December, so I think we're going to be looking for a new position. I think we're going to consider offers from other clubs. We've somehow not scored there. Was that Gorizia or Gorgonzola? Not Gorgonzola was taking the corner. It was Kornev. I think we're going to consider moves away because I don't think without massive investment from the board we're going to get a whole lot higher than we currently are. Like, we might make it into Europe this year, into the Euro 2 or whatever it's called, but I don't think we have the squad to get there, let alone compete. Like, I would love to be able to turn around and say, well, we're a top 4 Georgian team. We're not. But if we could do that for one season, get into Europe, I think that would be a huge boost to my reputation. Also, don't think we'd last very long. Nor do I think we're actually going to get into the top 4 this year. I would love to be proven wrong. I just don't think it's going to happen. Like, I don't think that... Well, anything can happen. This is a very open league. I just don't think that we could do it year on year. I think it would happen once. The director of football will go insane. We'd run out of money exceptionally quickly. Because there's not a whole lot of prize money going in the league as it is. So we would need to pretty much win the league within the next season. We probably need to win the league next season and do well in Europe and the Cup to try and get out of this financial hole that we've found ourselves in, because we're $750,000 in debt again. So it's not a case of like, oh, we'll just, potter on for a year or two. We could conceivably go into debt at this club. I think it is time for us to get out before it gets too bad. We've just jumped into halftime. Not much happened in that first half. They did score if you're not watching. But we've been, I want to say, meh at best. I'm just going to swap Kovalenko and Shengelia for the second half. Just to see if one of them can do something. So Kovalenko is a very good box-to-box. But he's probably the best playmaker we have at the club. I think we take off Kornev. No. Take off Gorzia and bring on Koloshenko. Solid's having a very poor game. And, of course, I took Saligo off the bench because I'm a genius. Oh, you gotta love when you do stupid stuff like that. Alright, we'll move Tero over there. Move Kovalenko to be the ball-winning midfielder. We'll bring on... Why do you want me to bring on the deep-lying playmaker? I will not be doing that, thank you very much. Alright, Gorgonzola had his opportunity. Didn't take it. Pop you on that side, because you are that kind of striker. Make you a complete forward, because you've done that in the last couple of games, and it's not been terrible. Kornev, Kandelaki, Shengelia. Puts it very far out. Terra. Whips it back across. Kandelaki. Kornev. Koloshenko. Koloshenko. Oh. Koloshenko. Get in. This is 11th of the season. He hasn't scored for a little while. I find it very funny when I play pretty much any other striker in the team. It comes up after we've played a game. They're like, oh, they haven't scored for... They scored an own goal. We're going slightly more balanced. It pops up pretty much every single time. Says, oh, your striker Ciccovanni hasn't scored in 15 games. Kornev hadn't scored in 16 games before he scored in the game against WAT Tbilisi. We've just won against Lokomotiv Tbilisi. Our first time we've ever beaten them. People had written us off. We proved them wrong. Go on. Koloshenko comes off the bench, gets player of the match. That's what I'm talking about. I only made 2 changes. Yeah. I forgot to make the third one. We've entered the race for Europa places. We're equal on points with Dilagori. They play Dinamo Tbilisi, who are 8th. 8th. Dinamo Tbilisi. 8th. What? Okay. I don't understand how, but we are currently 3 points behind Lokomotiv Tbilisi. If Dilagori lose to Dinamo Tbilisi, we would stay within 3 points of them. Here's open. Our top league is 2 places above the Panorama National League. Oh God, I didn't realize that before. Right, don't go there. We'll be right back for the game against Dinamo Batumi, who are 6th in the league. Stay right where you are. Alright lads, we are back for the game against Dinamo Batumi after that almost ridiculous win over Lokomotiv Tbilisi. We now play Batumi, who just sacked their manager. Interesting. Even more interesting is the Torpedo manager is favourite to take over at Batumi. Why would the Torpedo manager leave to manage a team halfway down the league? I don't know. But putting that behind, oh god damn it, Shiganishvili is his conditions dropped again. Or hasn't gotten back up to where it was supposed to be. He did pick up a little injury in training, I think, if I remember correctly. But for this game, we have pretty much... No, we have a couple of changes, actually. We have Kevishidze in goal, Tavaradze, Namadze and Barriero as our centre-backs, Saligo, Terra and Kandalaki as our defensive / wing-back players. Saligo and Kandalaki are wing-backs, Terra as our DM, Ergashev and Shengelia as the centre midfielders, Kulishenko and Kornev playing up front. Kulishenko has been quite good as a complete forward recently, so I don't see any reason why he won't continue that. There's I have dropped Kovalenko to the bench for this game. I really want I fully expect you to keep a good run going. Okay. I would like Kovalenko to pick up his form again, but Shingli has just been in such good form. I don't think I could drop him even if I wanted to. He's we play so much better when he's in the team. Whether he plays as an attacking midfielder when we decide to get rid of the DM, or as an advanced playmaker in central midfield, he's attribute-wise, he's quite good at being a box-to-box as well. Just never seems to get overly involved in the games when he's playing as a box-to-box. So I would much prefer to have him as the playmaker, leave Kovalenko run around as the box-to-box, or Ergashev as it is in this game. Because even though Kovalenko has better passing and better vision, just doesn't seem to have the what would you say? He's very one-dimensional when he plays as the playmaker, because his flair is quite low. I think he's got 2, maybe 3 flair, whereas Shengeli has got like 11 or 12. So when he is playing as playmaker, he has far more diverse with his passing. Kornev gets his first league goal in 2 years, 3rd of the season. Kulishenko with the assist. The two lads doing business. See, that's Shengelia running forward, and he's still running forward, but Kornev goes alone and wins the 1-on-1. Sort of. It was more like a 2-on-1, but he did it. So I am not going to complain. I am quite happy with that. And Dinamo Batumi's I think that was a box-to-box ballooned that shot. This is fine. Barriero with the block. Oh, that was so unlucky. It like pinballed around off our defenders. And Mamouchishvili got quite lucky with the way it landed for him. See, how did it? Yeah, like pinged off Tavares and Terra, I think. Came back and just landed nicely in front of him. Made life that much easier for him. And I'm not happy. Well, I am happy, but I'm not happy. Sort of, I have faith. You don't really care. Everyone else is fine. Our defense isn't having a great game. Yeah, our back three not having a great game. Wing backs not having a great game. Central midfield's not having a great game. It's pretty much just we're all not having great games. So I think we're going to change. We're going to go slightly more attacking. And we see how we go from here. Okay, I'm going to have to make a change. Shengeli is not having a great game. Ergashov's having a very poor game as well. I think we bring on Kovalenko to play as the box-to-box. Saligo's not having a great game. We don't have any... Oh, I didn't put Soldat on the bench. Tavaradze is playing poor. It's not the worst. Saligo and Kandalaki both having poor games. Shengeli is having a poor game as well. No, we're going to leave it at that one change for now. Barriero heads away. Namadze gets a forward. Kulishenko gets tackled, and Batumi are suddenly down to 10 men. We have a chance. Right, let's demand more. Batumi on the attack. Saligo clears the ball. Kornov puts Kulishenko through. He's not had a great time of it there and hit the crossbar. Kandallaki's Terra's okay. We're take Terra off. Bring on Merani. Make him a deep line playmaker. We're gonna make Shengelia. Okay, you're gonna be box. We're gonna make Kovalenko the attack or the central midfielder on attack. He's done that relatively well recently. Shengelia still. Do we take off Kulishenko? Do we risk taking off Kulishenko? No. Alright, I think we leave the final change for now. I do not want to draw against Batumi. I do not want to get a draw against Batumi. We are going to make one more change. I'm going to make you deep line playmaker on support. Shengelia is going to come off. We're going to bring on Chikavani. Make him a poacher. Sit him in the middle. Going to go 3 up front. So we're swapping to a 5-2-3. Demand more. No, we are going to draw with Batumi. Managerless Batumi. Hold us to a draw. Dialogori have a game in hand now against Sabertulo. Not happy with that performance. Yeah, I don't really care. Okay, well, we didn't have the run of the game, but it's god damn it, just keep learning the position and telling you to learn. Saligo not doing too poorly, to be fair. League wise, still has us sitting in 4th, 5 points behind Lokomotiv Tbilisi. The league is still very close. 4 points behind us are Sabertulo. So if Sabertulo beat Dialogori, then there's not a whole lot of points between 2nd and 9th. There's 12 points between 2nd and 9th. The only ones you could say really that are kind of running away with it now is Torpedo, and Chikura in the opposite direction are running away with relegation. They're really, really trying to get relegated. So we'll have a look. See, when are we going to come back for the next game? There's not a whole lot left. Do we come back for the quarter final? No. Don't think we're going to bother coming back for the quarter final because we're going to be playing them not too long before then. And that'll only be 4 games. Don't want to draw this season out too much. So I think we come back. I think we come back for the Sabertulo Chikura games, because I don't think I've shown either of those teams this year. Have I? No. And this is probably going to be the only time we're going to see Chikura, because we'll be playing the last game of the season. I don't know. We'll come back somewhere, maybe around here. So I don't want to show a second Lokomotiv Tbilisi game. That's soon after. I don't really want to do Dialogori Rustavi again. Yeah, we'll come back for these 2, depending on, well, nothing. That's what we're going to do. So, if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. If you haven't already, go down to the description. My good friend ClaytsFM is after starting a YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitch while you're down there, because the 2 links are going to be in the same vicinity of each other. It should just be a little quick little boop, boop. You know, pop 2 links up. Bish bash bosh. Done. Happy days. Follow him on Twitch. Subscribe to him on the YouTube, because I am hip with the kids. I know about Maymays and whatnot and the such. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, fellas. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!